The critical thing here is to emphasize that it is a synergy between people and technology. We're not doing this to replace people with technology. And technology cannot succeed without having the people component. While the Happily.ai app itself provides very insightful data and AI interventions, what drives the process is still the people, the manager who engages with the people on a daily basis. The model that we use here is called creating very meaningful impact. Creating stands for C, for connectivity. For you to have this kind of approach, you have to have a platform like Happily.ai, which is a brilliant platform, bringing people together, connecting people digitally together, getting the information flow, getting the communications between employees. The second one, visibility, is talking about making the invisible visible. So when we work with employees' behaviors, many times it's not apparent, or you cannot what people claim that they're doing. For example, managers always say that they're talking to the people, they're coaching the people. But if you ask the people, they say that they've never been coached or the managers haven't talked to them. With the app now, you can actually see, has those conversations actually taken place? The quality of those conversations, because AI is in there to support in analyzing the kind of exchanges that happen. Okay? Meaningful M for measurability. So if you can have the platform, you can have the visibility, then of course now you can put some measurements around it. Going back to the performance review, we know exactly which are the managers who haven't had the conversation around performance review with their people. Instead of waiting a year to find out, you can actually make an intervention like a workshop to go in and support those managers to make sure that they have what they need to conduct those sessions. And now you can tick them off the list. Now I can say with 100% certainty that every single manager knows how to do this. And they have done the session, the conversation with their people at least once in the past month. The next thing is frequency, which is a huge benefit that technology brings. You can't possibly have an HR who follows up with everybody every day. But now Happily.ai can take care of that. It can send questions, it can follow up, it can prompt the managers. You have insight reports daily, weekly, monthly, and then you're tracking things like manager scorecards, you're taking things like impact ratings. At any moment in time, you as an employee, you know exactly how you're doing in the organization. You as a manager, you know exactly how your team is doing, and you know how you're doing as a manager, especially relative to the other managers in the organization. And then finally, insight. Because of the advent of AI, just-in-time information you get from the team. Things that you didn't know that you had from you learning all these things all the time. And the AI is helping to generate that. You have a file with your people. Half of that file comes from the AI consolidation of the daily exchanges, feedback, questions raised by your team members. So instead of you having to read all of that, AI would just digest it down and then just give it to you, the critical persons that you might want to be concerned about their risk. You might want to have some of these conversations. So instead of having to talk to every member every day, now you can actually talk to the ones in need on those days that they're needed. This is the insight. It's radically different from the traditional approach that we were limited to by the lack of having support systems such as Happily.ai.